Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this Christmas ornament. Pretty cool design. Looks like it's going to be good and strong with the way he did it. But it's cutting all over the board. I'm going to take this away for just a second. Your laser, most lasers are going to start down here and work their way up. And if we watch the cut order, look at it just jumping around. And it's only a 5-inch deal, so it's not that big, but it's laser time. It's making the laser move from like one side to the other and back and forth. And as always, you need to make sure that your last cut, which is the one on, well, it's not quite on top, but you could move it on top, and then that'll cut out last and it'll fall out. But that's not what the video is about. Let's back up here till we have my Merry Christmas I just did. And I'm going to get rid of all this. And if you look, there's 150 objects that the laser has to move through. So let's get rid of these. And here's my Merry Christmas. Let me make sure that's the only thing I've got on my page, and it is. So I've got, let's select it all. I've got 6 objects. If I was going to rotate it around the center like he did, and I Control D and make a duplicate, look what it did. It separated the curve, so in my cut order now, it's going to jump around. And that's probably the mistake he made. If you will group this together, Control G, before you do anything, then it's in a group. Now let's make a duplicate, and let's just say we mirrored it around. Now we have those objects. But let's tell you what, let's separate them a little bit more. And let's ungroup them all. Go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup. Now if we go to the cut order, it's going to stay on the same word. I don't know what's in the middle. Must be some remnant left over from that other one. But anyway, if you group it together, it's going to stay on that word and not jump around the entire ornament. And you can actually make the cut order even cleaner by moving stuff around. We'll just go over this real quick. There's the S, it's way down there. Where is the A? It skips over. So if we put the S underneath that, now it goes to the S, straight to the A, next to the next, that's the outside. Next to the next S, which we need, basically the outside we need to the top. And let's go S. Well, let's see what this curve is. So it's that one and then the Merry. So that's not bad. You could actually have it go in this order, but it's not that far apart, because you could play around with this as much as you want before you start doing anything. So the first curve is there. Let's move that up. So now our first cut is going to be the M, the E and the M. The second cut is going to be the Y. The third cut is going to be the S. The fourth cut is going to be the A. And the fifth cut. So it's the laser just had to go boom, 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 boom. Now, let's group that together, Control G. I think I did it. Let me back up here. Yep. Control G. And make a duplicate of it. Control D and make a duplicate of it. Now let's ungroup them all. And now we have all of our curves are on one group. So it's going to cut that curve. And I left the curve out because there's a curve right there in the middle. the space between there. So let's start over. Let me zoom in here. Hope this makes sense. So it's gonna, the Y, so it's actually doing it kind of opposite the way we had it. But it's still, then it's gonna cut out the whole thing. Then the next one, it's gonna go up. It's gonna cut in the same order. Now I'm not 100% sure on all lasers, but in the print driver and epilogues, this is what it's gonna do. And I think we must have missed a curve a while ago. Let me tell you what, let's zoom into all of it. And let's start at the bottom and use the arrow key. Yep, it's gone through all the cuts, and I don't know how it's not cutting, how it's, you know, that must be one continuous cut. Let's go up here and break the curve apart, and now you see those 3 cuts are there, and that's fine. As long as that last cut's last, which it is, to cut it out. So there's that cut, which is kind of hard to signify them. But let's group all these together. See, they're still in a group. So it's going to go to the Y, the E, the S, the A, the S, back to that empty spot, back to that spot, back to that spot, and then cut out the whole thing. So you need to group things together before you duplicate them around to have them cut in a better order. So on his Christmas ornament, it's kind of too late. Now, you could take time, and if you're only doing one, big deal. If you got to do 100 of these, it's a big deal. Take the time and redo it. It would take you less time to redraw it than it would be to fix it. Anyway, I hope that made a little bit of sense, and thank you for watching.